Hello everyone, welcome to our today's video. Today we'll be starting a new topic in our planning, which is cost planning. In this section, we have three steps that we will discuss, starting with preparing a cost management plan, which will once again be a set of guidelines. Then we have to estimate activity cost, that how much money we will need for each and every activity. And then we want to aggregate all of these activity costs plus other types of costs to determine our budget. So today, the first thing that we are going to discuss is understanding this components of cost management plan. As you can recall from the previous videos where we have discussed about schedule management plan, requirements management plan, scope management plan, that these management plans are basically giving us various different what do you say, guidelines, recommendation, methods that we should be adhering to in respect of a particular section. So here we will find guidelines pertaining to cost management. Say for example, starting with something like uh, tool and format for preparing budget. Then what will be the units of cost, like INR or USD or euro, whatever. Then what is the allowed variance, say for example plus minus 10%. Then who will authorize cost baseline, just like we talked about scope baseline and schedule baseline, we also have to get our cost baseline. Then how to manage cost changes. Then something maybe on how to measure cost performance of the project, reporting templates, as well as any specific accounting procedures that we might have to take care of. Say for example, many organizations, they have different accounting currency and reporting currency. Some organizations may prefer rounding up or rounding down to nearest 10 or nearest 1. So those kind of accounting procedures should also be highlighted here. Now that's all here. I mean, it's pretty straightforward stuff, this one. There's nothing more to discuss. So we will move on to our second step, which is to estimate activity cost. So in this particular section, what we want to do is we want to determine how much money we will need for each activity. Now see, you can refer to our one of previous videos, which was estimate activity duration. Exactly on the same lines, this particular process will also run. So we will need to use estimation techniques like analogous which was copying, pasting, or parametric per unit estimation, or bottom up, where you go from sub activity level to the activities and then to work packages, control accounts, and WES, a top level, or 3 point. So same estimation techniques can be used here also, but keep in mind that usually activity level cost estimates would be provided by various individuals, team members, vendors. So again, this is not something that we would be doing as a project manager, but most likely our team members or our different vendors who are going to support, who are going to work with us on this project, they will provide us with the activity level or work package level cost estimates. Now when we are doing this cost estimation, we have to keep in mind that what are the different type of expenditures that we might end up doing for an activity. So obviously there is human resource that would be required for activities. Then there could be physical resources also, which could be equipments, which could be hardware or supplies or consumables. Then of course we also have to keep in mind any cost associated with softwares or licenses. There could be some other type of cost also that we may have to consider, say for example office rent or land cost, or there could be some one-time cost associated with some of the activity. Say for example there is a travel associated with an activity, or there is some kind of onboarding cost that we may have to pay as a one-time fee. So you have to consider all various type of costs that can be possibly consumed or you might have to spend in order to complete a particular activity. And in this step, that's exactly what we are doing. We are just trying to estimate how much money we will need for each activity. And of course this is just an indicative list of different areas where we can be spending money. There could be many more depending upon the type of project or the nature of work that we are doing. So once we have got the estimates for activities, the next step would be to determine budget, which we will discuss in our next video. So that's all for this video. I hope this topic made sense. If you have any questions, as usual, please feel free to put them in the comment. I'll be happy to reply back to them. Thank you. Take care.